Hello and welcome to my channel. If you haven't already, please hit the like and subscribe buttons. I'd really appreciate your support to help me grow this channel. My name is Kalyi and I combine spiritual wisdom, scientific knowledge and psychology to help people expand their awareness. And today we're going to be talking about karma and how it's relevant in our lives today in order to ascend. So the word karma is derived from an ancient Sanskrit word meaning action or effect. Physics says that for every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. And this is relevant, but with karma it's not always an opposite reaction, but every action that we do does have an effect. This effect with karma is really more about bringing balance than specifically being an opposite effect. And the balance sheet is often so complex that we as humans can't really perceive exactly why certain things are happening to us. For example, if we have done a very bad action in our past, we may be encountering challenges in the present in order to have the opportunity to make better choices, in order to balance out that karma. But because we haven't got the wider perspective as humans, we will often say things like, why is this happening to me? Why do bad things happen to good people? Instead of seeing that there is actually a reason for this. We just can't see it because our perspective is too limited. Part of the reason why the balance sheet is so complex is that it doesn't just take in this life that we're living now, it can also reach back into past lives. So nothing is random, but because of our human brains, we lack the understanding to see the complexity. So something that is always in our favour as humans is that we have free will. And because of this, we are ultimately in control of our own destiny. Really, it's not the things that happen to us. It's more how we deal with those things that happen to us that affects our karma and our destiny. And because we have free will, we can choose how we deal with whatever comes up in our life. Every action that we choose to make is also recorded. And the reason I say this is because I've watched quite a few NDE videos now, near-death experience videos, or as I like to call them, temporary death experience, because the people actually do die. It's just temporary, and then they come back to life in this body. And many of them say that during their experience when they're clinically dead, they are given what they call a life review. In this life review, they're shown their life as if it's a movie that they are in. But instead of just experiencing the movie as themselves, that character, they can also experience other people and how our actions are making other people feel and how that affects their life. So nothing we do in this life is hidden or forgotten or doesn't matter. Even thoughts that we have affect people because we're all connected energetically. So it's important to be aware of our actions, our thoughts, and to choose to do the correct things so that we will not bring negative karma on ourselves that we have to settle or resolve. And because of world circumstances at this time, I have to make a special mention of why it's important not to take revenge on others. If someone hurts us, it builds up a lot of negative karma if we respond by hurting them, sometimes even worse than they've hurt us. This kind of payback not only brings us more negative karma, but it can lock us into a cycle of payback with that other person or side that is very hard to get out of. The way to get out of this revenge cycle is to acknowledge that the other person's actions, negative actions, are affecting their karma, not yours. If you want to raise your vibration and settle your karmic debt, then you respond not with more negative actions, but by acknowledging that those people are doing what they're doing because they're at that level of development. And you choose not to perpetrate negative actions upon them in revenge, but instead to see them with compassion, with love, and then you will be able to raise your own vibration, settle your karmic debt, and break that locked in scenario you have with that person and be able to let them go. Years ago, when I was visiting Dharamsala in India, I heard the story of an old Tibetan monk who had been imprisoned in Drapchi jail for, I think it was 17 years, certainly over 10 years. And he was tortured almost every day. And he was finally released. And he was asked by an interviewer, what was the hardest thing about being in the jail? And he said, the hardest thing about being in the jail was that I might lose love for my jailer. And that still affects me so deeply. That is the ultimate example of opening your heart with love to even people who are harming you and choosing to stay in the vibration that is raising, is higher. I don't know if I could do that in that situation. Probably not. I'm not at that level yet, but I keep it in mind as an amazing example of what humans can achieve, what level they can achieve with love raising their vibration. So hopefully we won't have to face the monumental challenge of being tortured in jail, but we can see our own challenges in our own life as a way to face them with love and to pay back our karma and raise our vibration into the dimension of being love, being part of the oneness, the unity, instead of polarities where we're fighting and in conflict. This is what we need to do now to raise our vibration, and each of us can do it in our own way. So I hope this has helped you today, wherever you are in the world. I wish you all the best. Take care, and bye for now.